Alright, this hopefully this will be a fairly short video. This is going to be a little bit of prep work, getting the hose on, getting things ready right before we put this stuff in there. We'll do that in the next video. Okay, so I think right now what we're going to do is I've got this here drain plug. It's screwed out. It's got an O-ring on there, but it's dry. So we're going to put some, what I'm going to use is super grease here. We use this stuff at work on all the injection molding machines for all the kind of seals, O-rings, gaskets. Use it on hot water solenoid valves, air solenoid valves. Anything pretty much got an O-ring, put a gasket. It's not silicone base. You can see the specs right here if you want to see it. You see it contains no silicones. If you want to know more about it, you can look it up. What's that commercial? Little dab do you? Let's kind of keep this here O-ring pliable as it ages. Hopefully it'll make it easier to come back out. On this here oil cooler, when I took it out, this here looked like it was pretty much straight up, just like it is right now. Now, as you know, my nipple broke off inside this hose right here. I took a pick and put down on the side, went around it, broke it loose, got some needle nose pliers, put on there and tried to pull it out, but it was just crumbly. It was just breaking in all these pieces. So what I did to get that out is I took my pair of channel locks and I just sit there and squeezed on it. I broke it all into little pieces and then just popped it out. Now, this one right here is going to go up to the nipple. Now, the question is, where does it go? So we can line this thing up with this here oil cooler. Alright, so taking a note of it, this is how it's going to be in the car. The nipple is going to be coming straight out. Now I'm not quite sure where this is at in relation to this, but I do know that this is on the left hand side, and I do know that that was perpendicular because I made a note of it before I took it off. So if I'm looking at it like right here, it's going to be like that. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball this thing, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here on this here nipple on the tube, because to try to get this thing on here and up and then come back and clamp this up here, this thing is right here. It looks like behind the air pump. It looks like you're not going to get up in there without taking a lot of other stuff off. So this is kind of what I'm going to do. So looks like maybe right there. Yeah, I got a little bit of silicone grease on there on that nipple. Hopefully in the future, maybe it could be me.
Better not be.
And this here hose come off a little bit easier. I'm going to put the hose clamp. We'll just put it right under the bottom, even though I know we probably can't get to it. Now, need to make sure we're going to have to make an adjustment here. So that was up. It looks like he's got to go down. Maybe a little more. Hopefully I'll be pretty close on this thing. Looks pretty darn close to me. I think we're going to be close enough on that. Okay. That's good enough for me. Now the other items I've already cleaned up. So here's the oil filter canister. There's the plug. What I did with this being plastic, I just put that in the sink in there and just cleaned it up in a little dishwashing detergent.
I'm sure your wife appreciates that.
I cleaned it up. I cleaned up.
Okay, thank you.
And then, of course, we cleaned all that up too. All right. So, all right, we got a 5 millimeter hex bit. Break these socket head bolts loose. Okay, I'll get back with you guys in the next shot after I get the bolts out. Okay. Now, we'll take note of where the thermostat, where the bleed valve is at on this thing, so I'm going to just lift it up carefully. I'd say it looks like it's at the 1 o'clock position to where it's at. Is it? Alright, so we have ours. OEM. Comes with the gasket, O-ring, right here. Let me prop this thing up so you guys can see. So what I'm looking at right now is this here bleed valve. I think it bleeds off air. Not totally sure. Well, what I'm doing is I want to be sure I put it in the same orientation as this one here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. It looks like it's about at the 1 o'clock position. That look good to you? Okay. Now you can put these O-rings on dry, or you can put a little coolant on them. I'm just going to put a little bit of super grease on it. Like I said, we use it at work. It does pretty good. Still looks good. And then we're going to put this right on here. Okay guys, I'll catch you in the next shot here. Alright guys, I was attempting to torque these up. It's 10 Newton meters or 7 foot-pounds. So I set it for 84 inch-pounds. And you know, I'm going. And you know, I'm scared of plastic, especially the price of this stuff. So I never heard it click. So I'm not taking any chances. So I'm just using the calibrated method right here. Just get it snug. And that's good enough. You guys want to try it out, and if the plastic cracks, let me know, and then I'll know not to do it. That is, if you want to use a torque wrench on it. So anyway, all right. So let's look at what we got next. Maybe we'll take and put our coolant tint sensor in here. Got some O-rings here. Like a little different one. Okay, I'm going to use these two here. Should be fine, either one. Okay. A little bit of lube. Yeah, let's put a little bit down in there. Let's make everybody happy. Okay. And I have my flat side over to the right. Looks good. And let's put our little keeper in there. And now, let's do this one. A plug. Let's put a plug on. There we go.
Is that Josie hair?
Maybe, I think I got Josie's hair. We don't want her living inside the car, do we?
No.
Okay. And let's get this one here. Oh, so we don't forget it, let's put our flange gasket on here. Alright. A little bit of doobie-dad in there. This will kind of hold it in place, you know, while we're getting this thing positioned. Oops. Why did you let me put that much in there, Soraya?
Would you like to?
I like to get greasy, don't I? Slimy. Okay. Alright. Wipe off the excess. Okay. Alright, let's work on this oil filter canister. Oil plug, drain plug. It's got an O-ring on it, so I'm going to put a little bit of super grease on there. Let's go ahead and get him screwed in there. It's a T40. Yep. Alright. While we're at it, we'll just go ahead and put another filter on there. Little O-ring down in here on the bottom. Let's go ahead and we'll lube him up. Now we'll put a little right in there. Good measure. Okay. Now, where is our O-ring? In the box, I guess, huh? Let's get it on the groover down there. I guess I could have put the O-ring on first before the filter, but it works out. Okay. And last but not least, this little figure 8 goes back here on the back of the flange here. This kind of holds it in place. A little bit on the O-ring, figure 8 one here. All right. I'm not gonna worry about it putting the oil in there. Okay, we'll tighten this up once we get it up there on the car.